Greece is at a standstill once again, with people venting their anger at more planned cuts, which the EU is demanding in return for vital funds. Public transport and other services have been disrupted by the union's two-day strike. Protesters in Athens are also clashing with police, some throwing stones and Molotov cocktails. Greece's coalition government managed to agree on new austerity deals with their creditors that their creditors have been demanding. But Eurozone finance ministers say they want to see concrete action before the second bailout worth €130 billion can be handed over. The Greek parliament is expected to vote on it on Sunday, but a junior coalition member says he will not back the new plan. Let's now talk to RT's Max Kaiser, a financial analyst and host of the infamous Kaiser Report. Max, good to see you here. Thanks for coming on the programme today. Tell us this. What happens if not everybody in the coalition government, what if many disagree and the Greek parliament fails to approve the new austerity package?
Look, keep in mind that the entire Euro project was started by Germany as a backdoor way to reunify East and West Germany. Now that it's been reunified, Germany is prowling around Europe, looting assets from countries like Greece. The Greeks are the new Jews, if you will, and this is a financial holocaust perpetrated by Germany.
You say a financial holocaust perpetrated by Germany, but let's talk about what Germany and the ECB, the IMF, the Eurocrats in Brussels. It seems that to some that they are force-feeding high-interest loans here. Some are saying they're putting a stranglehold on members of the Eurozone and then only squeezing tighter. Is it the age-old story of the rich getting richer?
They've been force-feeding toxic debt for 10 years, going all the way back to the creation of the euro. We now know that Goldman Sachs on Wall Street force-fed accounting fraud so that Greece could be included in the euro. This is all planned ahead of time because Germany knows that eventually it would all fall apart. Germany is there to pick up the pieces. Germany is storming into Greece. They'll be storming into Portugal. They'll be storming into Spain. This is the Fourth Reich. This has all been baked into the cake. As I've been saying on this show for quite some time, Germany holds all the cards. They're playing them brilliantly.
All right, now, Max, the measures agreed upon on Thursday include further cuts of 15,000 jobs and lowering the minimum wage. How does Greece eventually plan to boost growth if you're seeing slashes to this extent? It seems, the simple mathematics don't even add up.
They can't possibly grow their way out of this. They're heading to the final solution. And, of course, the IMF will own the railroad tracks and the railway cars to take the Greeks to the final solution. That's where we're going with this.
Now, okay, there are reports that Greece's private debt holders are expected to accept some 70% reduction in the value of their investments. Now, even if they agree to that, which one would say must be a tough pill to swallow, they would hardly decide to lend any more money to Greece, knowing they may never get it back. Isn't this, in effect, already an unofficial sort of default?
The creditors who are going to take a haircut on their debt already have that fully insured in the credit default swap market, and they're going to make money no matter what. They don't take any risk. That's why Greece is in this problem to begin with. All of the toxic debt that has been accumulated on banks' balance sheets around the world, in Germany and the UK and the US, have been put onto the balance sheet of Greece. And now the government of Greece wants the people of Greece to pay for this toxic debt. The debt in Greece did not originate in Greece. It originated in these other countries that have used Greece as a toxic debt dump, to dump their debt. Now they want the Greeks to pay the debt. The Greeks, of course, will be unable to pay the debt, and now we're going to see a financial holocaust.
Max, Greek politicians have been struggling to comply with EU demands, and even when they did, creditors just want more. Do you think we'll see more conditions along the way?
The Greek government is in place by the bankers. The previous Greek government was put there by the bankers. He was trained in Chicago, the same place Christine Lagarde was trained. The Greeks have not had representational government in quite some time. They need to take a page out of the Arab Spring. They need to stage a revolution. They need to replace this government. They need to become self-sufficient and regain their sovereignty again by staging some kind of coup.
Max, I'm running very low on time here, but I just want to ask one question here. That certainly there are many conspiracy theories running around about how is it that the Eurocrats in Brussels can continue to force-feed these high-interest loans. Some people talk about the bailout of the Rothschilds, and some people talk about these so-called money makers. Are there any conspiracy theorists that could be anywhere close to the truth when it comes to the true power of those who are wielding the financial power and political power of Europe?
When it comes to these financial markets, Rory, the bottom line is it's not about conspiracy theories. It's about a complete absence of the rule of law. We saw this in the United States with MF Global. Goldman Sachs and Jamie Dimon and MF Global and John Corzine stole money from customers. $1 billion is missing. They're not even investigating it. There's no rule of law in banking anymore. It's open season. It's just looting. Germany knows it. They love it. They're going to go and take all of Greece's assets, Portugal, Spain. It's Germany 4.0. Get used to it.
Max Kaiser, host of the Kaiser Reporter, live on RT here. Thanks very much.